Christy and I actually connected during the time that I was a stay-at-home mom. We landed in the same Girl Scout troop, and we ended up co-leading a troop together. Christy's health started to deteriorate about a year after I went back to work. By then I had already started making intentional decisions to meet with her for lunch or call her. When I would make contact with Christy, it was always seemed to be after a time I would get a feeling, and it would be either a reoccurring feeling or a reoccurring thought, or even sometimes it was just like a screaming, you need to make a phone call, or let's make some plans with Christy. And it was so funny because I didn't really make the connection initially that it was God's promptings until it always happened to be at the right time. And one of her kids actually joked that I had hospital radar, because every time she landed in the hospital, I would call and go, hey, what's up? And the timing was impeccable. I couldn't have that, only God could have that. You know, years before this this intentional relationship that I had with Christy happened, I used to joke that I just don't hear God talking to me. I don't know where God's leading me. And I would joke, if he would just hit me upside the head with a 2x4, it would be so much more helpful for me. But then I started, maybe it was a song or maybe it was a feeling, and as I started responding to those, that's when I realized it had to be him. I think there are, relationships that you're in because you have to be in them. Your family, you're in that relationship. I'm in the relationship with my kids. God gave me those kids. They're in I'm always going to be in relationship with them. But I think there are peripheral relationships that are around you that, in my life phase right now, I have to say, I need to be intentional about that. I think that's somebody I want in my life, or I feel like that's somebody that should be in my life. And maybe that should be is because I need them, not because they need me.